Lines are once again drawn in the Texas textbook war. This week, the State Board of Education will consider a resolution to create a better balance of religious teachings. Taking an in-depth look now, KXAN political reporter Josh Hinkle found religious leaders are saying it's just a way of cutting back on Islam and beefing up Christianity.
It's on the agenda for Friday's General Board meeting. 4 members of the board have proposed this resolution to warn textbook publishers to speak of the world's major religions equally. But when you ask the leaders of several different religious groups right here in Austin, they say there's nothing equal about this resolution.
Let us not stunt our children with irresponsible guidance.
It is preposterous also to say that we should teach something pro or something anti.
I urge the State Board of Education to reject this.
Reject a resolution 4 Republican members of the board have proposed to better balance religious teachings in Texas textbooks. Some against the proposal will tell you it's political.
For years now, we have seen several members of the State Board of Education use their authority on the State Board to promote their own personal and political agenda.
Warning textbook publishers not to promote Islam at the expense of Christianity. The board uses textbook examples, calling crusaders aggressors, violent attackers, or invaders, opposed to Muslim conquest of Christian lands as migrations by empire builders. But here's the thing. The Texas Education Agency says those examples are in books phased out 10 years ago or were never even used in Texas.
And so I just think it's ironic, too, that you've got so-called, faith leaders here injecting themselves into a government issue. These are the same types of people that always say they want separation of church and state.
Both sides can agree on one thing. Whether the scale is tipped one way or the other right now, future textbooks should be more balanced when it comes to religion.
A rabbi, an imam, and a preacher walk into a building seeking peace and mutual understanding. And that's no joke.
This resolution is a bit surprising considering the board already adopted new guidelines for history and social textbooks earlier this year. That's for those books to be phased in 2014. One board member I spoke with said he was confused by the religious leaders' efforts, that this is a way to make all religious groups feel equally included. In the studio, Josh Hinkle, KXAN, Austin News.